Good morning, children. So today's topic is what? Yes, determiners. In English, a determiner is a word that introduces a noun. It always comes before a noun. Yes, not after. And it also comes before any other adjectives used to describe the noun. Determiners are required before a singular noun but are optional when it comes to introducing plural nouns. So before singular nouns it is a must, but before plural nouns it is optional. For example, consider the placement and usage of the common determiner the in the sentences below. So the is a determiner. The bunny went home. Bunny is a noun, determiner comes before the noun. I ate the chocolate cookie for dessert. Chocolate cookie is a noun. The is a determiner. Metal cans are recyclable. The metal cans are recyclable. See here, the determiner is not the determiner. It is not used because metal cans is plural noun. So it is optional. Just now I said that. In every example, the determiner is placed before the noun or noun phrase, regardless of whether the noun in the subject or predicate. In the first example, it comes directly before the noun, but in the second, it comes where? After, before the adjective chocolate. That describes the noun cookie. So, chocolate cookie. What type of cookie? Chocolate cookie. Note also that in the third example, there is no determiner, metal can. See? As determiners are optional for plural nouns and noun phrases. That is why metal cans. When you want to discuss the noun in general, that is all metal cans. You don't need a determiner for plural nouns. However, the fourth example shows that you may add a determiner to refer to specific nouns. That is the metal cans right here. That means you're specifying here. Therefore, the is used. There are 4 different types of determiners in English: articles, demonstratives, quantifiers, and possessives. The first one, that is articles. Articles we all know, a and the. You have done in lower classes also. You're familiar with articles. Articles are among the most common of the determiners. There are 3 singular articles: a and the. Articles specify or determine which noun the speaker is referring to. A and an are indefinite articles and are used when you are talking about a general version of the noun. That means you are not specifying anything. For example, a dog is a good pet. Any dog for that matter. An ostrich would beat a chicken in a race. That means any and every ostrich. In these examples, the sentence is talking about dogs or ostriches in general. We are not specifying here. Meaning any dog. When your meaning is general, use an indefinite article, that is a or an. Note that a is used before words that begin with consonants. We already know this, isn't it? While an is used before words beginning with vowels. On the other hand, the is a definite article, meaning the speaker is referring to a specific noun. We went to the best restaurant in town. Not any and every restaurant, the best. So we are specifying here. The dog is barking too loudly. We are talking about a particular dog that is barking too loudly. So it is a definite article. Because we are talking about a definite dog, particular dog, specific dog. Here the speaker is referring to a particular dog and a particular restaurant. It is not a general category, but only one animal or place that's important. When your meaning is specific, use a definite article. That means when you're trying to specify something. Demonstratives. Demonstrative pronouns are also used as determiners in English. There are 4 of them: this, that, these, and those. Now, demonstratives are used in a situation in which the speaker can point to the item they mean. This house, that house, this and that, these and those. That means we are pointing at something, making them even more specific than a definite article. That means we are pointing out, we are showing. For example, do you want this piece of chicken? That means I am pointing out. Yeah, I don't want to go to that movie. These black raspberries are sour. I'm particularly pointing out and talking about those raspberries. He wanted those boys to go away. That means somebody is pointing at those boys. Yeah, this and these refer to items nearby. That and those refer to items that are far away. Note also that this and that are singular, while these and those are plural. Yeah, we say this boy, that boy. These books, those books. These boys, those boys. Quantifiers are determiners that indicate how. So, quantifiers are determiners that indicate how much. That means quantity. We are talking about quantity, or how little the noun is being discussed. Quantifiers talks about quantity in simple words. They include words such as all, few and many. For example, he took all the books. She liked all desserts equally. Few children like lima beans, so the cafeteria stopped serving them. Many kittens are taught to hunt by their mothers. Note that all can be used with other determiners to specify which particular items are meant. That is, all the books in this pile. In this case, the quantifier always comes before the article or demonstrative. All the books. It is also possible to use all alone to refer to items generally, as in the second example. We are referring generally. Possessives. When referring to a noun that belongs to someone or something, you can use possessive pronouns to show ownership. Ownership means belongingness. Possessive pronouns include my, your, his, her, its, our and their. For example, where is your car? I am talking about your car. Yes, the car that belongs to you. So it is your car. The dog growled and showed its teeth. Its teeth. Who is showing its teeth? The dog. My best friend is a cat. Which one is his house? I am talking only about his house. Honesty is her best quality. The tree shed its leaves. I am talking about the tree that shed its leaves. It's our secret recipe. That means belongs to us. As always, the determiner comes before the noun and any modifying adjectives. In English, you can use the same possessive whether the noun it refers is singular or plural. Now, using determiners correctly. How should you choose which determiner to use? For native English speakers, determining which determiner to use is second nature, since determiners are so often used in front of nouns. For people learning English as a second language, it's helpful to remember a few rules. What are these? Determiners always come first in the noun phrase. Determiners are required with singular nouns. To speak about a singular noun generally, use an indefinite article a or an. To speak about a plural noun generally, do not use a determiner. Only when we want to specify, we should use. Yes. So, to speak about, once you learn the dictionary definition of each determiner as you study English vocabulary, it becomes easy to select the determiner that best expresses your meaning, whether you want to show ownership, quantity or relative location. Yes, children. So, that's all about determiners. Yes. So go through this very carefully. Okay, now let's recap. Determiners are words placed in front of a noun to make it clear what the noun refers to. Use the pages in this section to help you use your determiners correctly. Now, definite article is the, indefinite articles a, and, demonstratives this, that. When we are pointing out at something that is close to you, then this and that. Something is at a certain distance, that is far away, these and those. Pronouns and possessive determiners: my, your, his, her, its, our, their. That means it shows belongingness, ownership. Quantifiers talks about how much, that means quantity. A few, a little, much, many, a lot of, most, some, any, enough. We come to know about the quantity, how much. Numbers 1, 10, 30, these are all numbers. Distributives: all, both, half, either, neither, each and every. Difference words: other, another. Predeterminers: such, what. Nouns. A pronoun is a word that takes the place of one or more nouns. The most frequently used pronouns are called personal pronouns. They refer to people or things. Subject pronouns. A subject pronoun is used as the subject of a sentence. She is my best friend. It is my dog. It is a subject. It comes at the beginning of the sentence. Yes. That means about whom we are talking is the subject. Does he know the answer? You and I will meet later. Object pronouns. An object pronoun is used as a direct, indirect object or the object of a preposition. Give the book to me. See, it comes at the end. So it is object. Yeah, which you give what to me? The book to me. The teacher gave her a reprimand. Reprimand means punishment. I will tell you a story. Susan read it to them. So, an object is used as a direct or indirect object or the object of a preposition. See, to is a preposition. Me comes after that. Yes, I will tell you a story. So, sometimes it may be direct, sometimes it may be indirect. Next one. List of personal pronouns. Singular, plural. Children, note down this column, okay? I, you, he, she, it. Plural. We, you, they. Me, us. You remains you. Him, her, it becomes then. So, singular plural pronoun, plural pronoun. Pronouns and antecedents. Read the following sentences. Can you tell to whom and the word she refers to? Archane completes with Athena. She weaves skillfully. The sentence is not clear because the word she could refer to either Arachne or Athena. Sometimes you must repeat a noun or write the sentence, especially when it is not clear. Then the noun can be, in such cases, what happens? The noun can be repeated. Yes. Then pronouns and antecedents. The noun or group of words that a pronoun refers to is called its antecedent. When you use a pronoun, you should be sure that it refers to its antecedent clearly. Be especially careful when you use the pronoun they. They have several books about Greek myths at the library. The meaning of they is unclear. The sentence can be improved by rewriting it like this. Several books about myths are available at the library. So it is very, very clear. Yes. Now, when using pronouns, you must also make sure that they agree with their antecedents in number, singular or plural, and gender. The gender of a noun may be masculine, feminine, or neutral. Notice how the pronouns on the next slide agree with their gender. The myth of Arachne is amusing. I enjoyed it. The bystanders see Athena. They watch her at the loom. In the first sentence, myth is the antecedent of the pronoun it. Yes. Now, when we say it, we are talking about myth. Yeah. They watch her at the loom. They means the bystanders. Her means who? Athena. Subject pronouns are used in compound subjects. Object pronouns are used in compound objects. He and Carmen wrote a report on the subject. Okay, not him and Carmen, he. Tell John and me about Hercules. Not John and I, tell me. Okay, tell John and me, not I. A preposition takes an object just as many verbs do. The object of a preposition can be simple, compound, depending. In either case, use an object pronoun as the object of the preposition. Lee read a famous myth. She read it out to whom? To me. That means it is understood. Lee read a famous Roman myth to John and me. If you're not sure of which form of the pronoun to use, say the sentence aloud with only the pronoun as the subject. Your ear will tell you which form is correct. Whenever the pronoun I is a part of compound subject, it should always be placed after the other parts of the subject. Similarly, when the pronoun me is a part of a compound object, it should go after the other parts of the object. Using pronouns correctly. Lee and I read some ancient Roman myths. Not I and Lee. Lee and I. Mythology interests Lee and me, not me and Lee. Yourself comes afterwards. Informal writing and speech uses subject pronoun after linking verb. The writer of this report was she. Yes. Now, a possessive pronoun is a pronoun that shows who or what has something. Read the following sentences. Notice the possessive nouns. Homer's story is famous. His story is famous. This story is Homer's. This story is his. Instead of name, we are using his. Yeah. Then, singular, plural. Possessive pronouns have two forms. One form is used before a noun. The other is used alone. Used before nouns. My, your, his, her, its. Our, your, their. Use alone. Mine. Yours. His. This is mine. Yeah. Ours. Yours. Theirs. An indefinite pronoun is a pronoun that does not refer to a particular person, place, or thing. Does anyone know the story of Midas? Most indefinite pronouns are either singular or plural. Then indefinite pronouns, singular, plural. Another, anybody, anyone, all these given in the first column are singular. The next one, both, few, many are all plural. All, any, most, none and some can be singular or plural depending on the phrase that follows them. Okay, indefinite pronoun, it is used as a subject of the verb and it must agree with its number. Everyone discusses the plot, singular. Both talk about King Minos, plural, because both are talking. All of mythology is about beliefs and ideals. Is, that is why is used, so singular. All of the myths are, once you use are, it becomes plural. Yes. Then possessive pronouns often have indefinite pronouns as their antecedents. In such cases, the pronouns must agree in number. Note that in the first example, the intervening prepositional phrase does not affect the agreement. Each of the characters has his or her motive. Several have conflict with their rivals. Then you see, the woman found herself a book of folk tales. Reflexive. A reflexive pronoun refers to a noun or another pronoun that indicates that the same person or thing is involved. Reflexive pronouns are found by adding self and selves. Themself, themselves, herself. Yeah. So these are reflexive pronouns. Then, See, look at the column: singular, plural, myself, ourselves, yourself, yourselves, himself, herself, itself is themselves. These are reflexive pronouns. Okay, intensive. It is a pronoun that adds emphasis to a noun. That means we are emphasizing on something, yes, trying to show its importance. George himself bought a copy of American Cocktails. Here we are talking about George who himself bought it. So we are trying to emphasize, put emphasis on that. Yes, he himself paid for the book, trying to bring out the importance. Who? He himself. So that was about pronouns. Yes, children. Now you might feel a little difficult. You might feel that this is slightly difficult. No problem. I'll do it once again for you. I'll revise it again. So that part you don't worry. Okay? Note down in your notebooks. Thank you.